This is a Federalist Moment with Don Weston, brought to you by the Federalist Coalition. Despite being among the more plainly written amendments in our United States Constitution, the Second Amendment is still one of the most controversial. Folks have been trying to control its meaning through interpretation for decades, even when no interpretation is needed. Recently, someone even tried to convince me that states should have the authority to set their own limitations on the Second Amendment, whether it be limiting magazines, the mechanics of a firearm, or even whether or not ammunition is available for purchase. Sadly, this is a common tactic that national parties and special interest groups use to limit and whittle down our Second Amendment rights. They know it's a hot-button issue, so rather than try to eliminate the Second Amendment outright, they use a tactic called incrementalism. This is when policies are continuously put into place that limit certain aspects of the Second Amendment until, eventually, our rights are so crippled they become ineffective. To some, only having access to a single-shot pistol that fires like 5 feet away qualifies as bearing arms. So now the reason the Bill of Rights are considered natural rights is because the Constitution doesn't grant them to us. We're born with them. And the sole purpose of the Constitution is to protect those rights by limiting government. Now, through the years, most of the Bill of Rights have been incorporated to include limiting state governments as well. Let's not forget the Supreme Court incorporated the Second Amendment back in 2010. So this means our states are susceptible to the same limitations as the federal government when it comes to restricting or altering our right as citizens to self-preservation. Now let's consider this. If a state can control which parts of the Bill of Rights to enforce, what's to stop them from taking it a step further and denying certain religions their liberty, or preventing specific groups from speaking out? Or what's to stop them from denying someone their Fifth or Sixth Amendment rights based on, the color of their skin, or any other criteria a state decides? So yeah, I recommend caution when anyone tries to tell you that states should be regulating any of the Bill of Rights, but especially our Second Amendment. Their hearts may be in the right place, but encouraging states to overreach the binding nature of our union isn't federalist. It's statist. And it's not only unconstitutional, it's just plain wrong. Now you can discover more truths about federalism at thefederalistcoalition.org.